any gamers out here in the audience tonight? Great. Oh, one. I have now 6 sex trophies, which I have to say, thanks so much. Everybody, and nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. But ready to get this show started though, for real? All right. I'm glad you clapped, bro. I was gonna get your little leg again, man. All right, I want to bring the first comic to the stage. Please put your hands together for Mr. Brian Mopper. Man, I'm excited to be here tonight. What's up, Fort Worth? How y'all doing? Us, okay. Trying to live the dream. Trying to live the dream of Louie C.K. fat impersonator. You know, and things are going pretty well. The gravy train was rolling in until he decided to spill his gravy all over everybody. So that's actually been kind of a rough adjustment for me, but it's going okay. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Brian Montfort. I'm a YouTuber by profession. So generally speaking, online I go by the handle Ginger Prime. So Ginger because clearly obvious reasons, and Prime because I'm obviously well marbled. And I like to talk about video games, but it's a weird world. It's a weird world. We just crossed over like 60, 70,000 subscribers to my channel and get a lot of hate. A lot of hate online. Apparently talking about video games is just a great way to share just how bad your shitty day is. And so I was sitting down the other day and I was just kind of showing like my friend just how much people hate me for talking about video games on the internet. And I was scrolling through some of the comments like, we're going to kill you. We're going to rape you. We're going to kill your children. And I wish I was joking, but this is like the internet and the world that I live in. And he was asking me like, why do you do it? Like, if you get so much hate, why do you keep posting videos? And I said, I got to think about that. And I thought about it for a minute and I realized somewhere along the way, I just fell in love with assholes. I told my wife that and she had a completely different reaction. No, but I love children. Nobody? No, but I love children is not what you want to say after you let people know you're Catholic. You want a spacer. You need some kind of spacer in there. Like, you know, I love children, but you should them. Also, Jesus is pretty cool. He's God and bread. I'm in. The thing I love most about children is they run at a dead sprint everywhere. Doesn't matter what's going on, you're sitting there in your room and they just dead sprint everywhere for any reason. And I'm thinking, where are these off to? They got no job, they got nothing that they need to be doing. And here I am with 1,000 things to do like yesterday, and all you're really gonna get out of me is a nice light saunter. But I got some really good news. Just the other week, my wife let me know that she's pregnant. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's going to be my 6th sex trophy, which is pretty impressive. Anybody here with sex trophies that they're proud of? Yeah, all right. Some people with some weak pullout game. No, but my wife let me know that she's pregnant. So right now, the lineup is essentially I got 2 girls, got 2 boys, and we got the 5th one is a little girl. So logically speaking, we're really hoping number 6 is black. My wife's into black guys, so there's a chance. No, but I love being a dad. I love being a father. We do all kinds of fun things together. It's really quite a blessing because there's something that changes about you when you have children, a whole new perspective on life. Now, I was recently also hanging out with my friends, and him and his wife, they don't have children. And it's a whole completely different ballgame. He told me that him and his wife were going to go off and, just kind of have a weekend at their home by themselves. And so they decided to go ahead and board their dog for the weekend while they stay at home. And I was really kind of surprised by that because I was like, if my dog is cock blocking me that hard, I just send the little aside. It's like, get on out of here. But no, he was telling me this and it made me kind of funny because you see all these people hating on me online with all kinds of free time, complaining about shit on Twitter, trying to cancel each other. And I was like, oh, people who don't have children have time and they have money. But I think the thing I'm pissed off most about is that they actually have time. They have time to complain about everything, and it really is quite funny. So my friend, he decided to to board their dog, and he was and we were talking because he was saying, yeah, like having a dog is a lot like having children, and I was like, hold up. Like, wait a minute, buddy. I get that a dog, because I like dogs. I get that a dog can be like your best friend and they can be there for you in times, and they're wonderful creatures. But a dog is not at all like having a child. I'll prove it to you. Well, here, let me take that back. I'll give it to you if I could put my kids down too. Hell, my son bit somebody twice last week. Third time, I'm like, shh, you're a good boy. You're such a good boy. But no, so yeah, I'm a gamer. Any gamers out here in the audience tonight? Great. Oh, one. And when it comes down to it, I've been married right now for 13 years, and it's truly been an incredible journey. Now, you might be wondering, why do you have 6 sex trophies, Brian? And the honest God answer is, I told my wife, if she ever came to me and said that she wants to have a baby, my answer is going to be yes. Because the true story about both her and I is when we got married, we couldn't actually have children. My wife had a brain tumor, and it prevented us from actually getting pregnant. And so a couple things happened that actually changed my life, for the better. And ultimately what happened is that there's this president, if you guys remember him, President Obama, so like the best thing about like Democratic insults, you got Obama, who's, thanks Obama. Like that's the best dig that we can get at President Obama. We got Biden, which is let's go Brandon. And which is my favorite because my brother is actually named Brandon, and I legally had his name changed, so I'm really excited about tax time this year when he gets the news. But yeah, so we got thanks Obama, and what happened was my wife had a tumor, and we couldn't get pregnant, and Obama comes into office, and what he does is they pass Obamacare. And the interesting impact on my life was my health insurance premium went from $600 to $1,600, and my wife's medication to treat and keep the tumor at bay went from $60 to $600. So ultimately, I'm paying $2,400 now a month to try and keep my wife alive. And in the moment, we were like, well, what option do we have? What can we do? We thought about it, we prayed about it, and we decided that we're going to go ahead and have surgery, brain surgery, and get my wife's tumor removed. Here we are, I guess 10 years later from said event, and I have now 6 sex trophies, which I have to say, thanks, Obama. that was quite a coincidence. Being a father with a lot of kids, it does give you a new perspective. It keeps you going. It keeps you getting up at night. You don't really get a lot of sleep as a parent. It can wear you out pretty quickly. You can find yourself losing your temper. You can find yourself easily losing your hair. And that's something that you just kind of have to live with on a day-to-day basis. But I'm going to leave you guys with one kind of like final story about my life on the day-to-day. Recently, we've been trying to potty train the boys. Now, I thought I was a pro when it came to the girls. The girls had it knocked out of the park. They were ready to go. They figured it out. The boys have been a complete disaster. I mean, literally is on the walls and is everywhere. And my son was like looking at me while I'm trying to watch TV, squatting and taking it. And it was like, all right, like I wasn't prepared for this. There was no class training that was not in the manual. He's looking at me like a dog. Again, he bit somebody, so we got that going. But he's looking at me and he's just taking a shit on my floor. I'm like, this is just great. I should go do some stand-up comedy. So we're trying to potty train the kid, and my wife looks at me, and we're desperate. And she's like, you know what? Just let him watch you go to the potty. Just let him watch you use the restroom. Maybe he will catch on. And I thought about it, and I was like, some kind of monkey see, monkey do scenario is what we're talking about, which is ironically how I learned to masturbate from the zoo. But we decided to go ahead and let him watch me use the restroom. Here's the ironic part. So I'm going to the restroom, my son's looking up at me, and he goes, Dad, your is so huge, which no ginger has ever heard in their life. And I'll prove it to you, because Louie C.K. was masturbating in front of everybody, and nobody saw that coming. Nobody saw that coming. But as a final side, my son has been calling his you on this. I'm now praying that my son has a fat ass. Thank you guys. My name is Brian Ginger Prime. Let's get the next comedians up here. Hopefully you guys have a great night. You've been wonderful.